Welcome back to Biafra News Support Biafra, that Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Welcome to all the subscribers. And if you're just coming across my channel for the first time, kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. So my pa bring you another news, and we're going straight to this very news. And we're not going to say much, okay? Just want you to be patient and watch and listen. So, here is the headline. Intersociety wants International Crime Court to investigate crimes against humanity perpetrated under Buhari's regime. Osetigo, they out of office. Let's see if they will take action now. Here is the full news. Intersociety, however, called on International Crime Court, the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights Special Rapporteurs on summary, arbitrary and extrajudicial executions or killings, arbitrary detention, torture, and other inhuman or degrading treatments or punishment, environment and human right, voluntary or enforced disappearance, and on the right to adequate housing, to commence investigations into the systematic and arbitrary destruction or burning down of civilian houses or homes that characterized the regime of Buhari. The International Society for Civil Liberties and the Rule of Law, that society has described the administration of former President Muhammad Buhari and Prof. Yemi Osinbajo as the most atrocious civilian administration that ever existed in Nigeria, particularly since the country's return to civil rule on May 29, 1999. Intersociety, however, called on the International Crime Court, the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights Special Rapporteur on summary, arbitrary and extrajudicial executions or killings, arbitrary detention, torture, and other inhuman or degrading treatment or punishment, environment and human right, voluntary or enforced disappearance, and on the right to adequate housing, to commence investigation into the systematic and arbitrary destruction or burning down of civilian houses or homes that characterize the regime of Muhammad Buhari. The group said that this is to ensure that all those who directly or indirectly participated are made accountable for their actions. The group stated this in a statement issued on Tuesday titled "Exit of the Most Atrocious Civilian Government in Nigeria. Time for Mass Atrocities, Accountability." It is also listed former governors Nasiri El-Rufai of Kaduna State, Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, David Umahi of Ebonyi State, and the serving governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State as the most atrocious subnational entity government in Nigeria. According to the statement, from July 2015 to date, Nigerian security force comprising the military, police, and its crack squad, the Department of State Service, and the National Intelligence Agency are the most vicious security establishment in Nigeria since May 19, 1999. That the country in the past 80 years remained the most egregiously imbalanced, hijacked, radicalized, debunkernized, and professionally bastardized civilian political dispositions. It claimed that the authorities have watched and refused to act or stop the grisly and grievous massacre of thousands of defenseless citizens and the wanton destruction of tens of thousands of their properties by delegated armed state actors or armed non-state actors in the past 8 years of the Buhari Osinbajo administration. All eyes are now on the International Criminal Court (ICC), which had severally announced the opening of investigations on Nigeria for possible crime against humanity or war crimes since 18th November 2010. This is more so when Nigeria has failed woefully to adhere strictly to the principles of complementarity and zero impunity by demonstrating its inability and unwillingness to act domestically to fish out the perpetrators and bring them to account using its domestic justice frameworks. This well-grounded and timely international call is for the purpose of unmasking the identities of those that killed, abducted, disappeared, arbitrarily arrested, detained, and tortured, or burned down or wantonly destroyed homes and their other properties, and those that aided, abetted, and omitted to act to stop the killing, abduction, disappearance, and the torture, as well as identities of those killed, abducted, tortured, or disappeared, including slain bodies disappeared untraced. Okay, so that is it, my people. Like, let's see now that these people are out of office, if the ICC would do something. Because when they were still in office, they would say, oh, because of the bribe, because of the lobbyings, they will not do anything. Now, this all the power or the offices they are acquiring, that is the reason they can't do anything. Let's see now that they are out of office, they are now ordinary civilians. Yes, they are now ordinary civilians. That's why some of them, once they are out of office, they will run to Senate or any other this thing in Nigeria. They always find a way where to hide themselves. Let's see if they will do something. First, a freedom fighter and a British citizen, Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, was kidnapped in Kenya, tortured for 8 days before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. Nigeria broke international law, but the whole world kept quiet. And since then, he has been in DSS dungeon with all the others, both from their own court, from UN Human Rights Organization, or what is it called, ordering them to release Nnamdi Kanu within 6 months. The 6 months expired, and they left office. All of them left office, or some of them left office. They still refuse releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu, all the charges brought against him. Still, Buhari's government, or Buhari and Osinbajo's government, and Fulani and their master Britain refused releasing Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of indigenous people of Biafra are unarmed Biafrans asking for nothing but freedom has been killed. Some are still missing up till date. Some nobody knows their whereabouts or their location or where they are being kept. Some are killed. Some are, a lot is going on. You can't mention all that is going on, all the inhuman treatment Biafrans are facing in Nigeria. And we can't mention all of the inhuman treatment Biafrans are facing in Nigeria. They talk of burning of houses. It's in Biafra land. Burning innocent Biafran mothers and fathers' houses, means of livelihood. It's in Southeast. The reason is that we ask for nothing but freedom. And freedom is every human's fundamental right. But in Nigeria, it's not. When you call for freedom, you're calling for war. And in the amalgamation, it stated that any group, after 100 years, any group that wants to exit, they are free to do so. The amalgamation have expired, toppled with 9 years. They still don't want to do the needful or do the needful with the agreement or the written agreement by their so-called Lugard. They don't want to do that. We call for Biafra or a referendum. They say it's a call for war. Started killing Biafrans, burning our people's houses, means of livelihood, our people's shops, properties, and go to Southeast. Nobody will say, oh, it's not only in Southeast. Come and point out where it's happening again, that security agencies will storm into a community and start burning houses, means of livelihood, killing people for no reason in their own compound. It's in Southeast. Now, international ICC, it's up to you people to do the needful now. These people can't be doing this and going scot-free. It's high time you people take action and do the needful. It's not every time you people are asking, oh, investigation is going on. Nothing is going on. Up till date, till Buhari's and Osinbajo's office left office, they did not explain to the whole world how they kidnapped a freedom fighter and a British citizen that committed no crime. His only crime is asking for a referendum or calling for a referendum for Biafra exit from Nigeria, because the amalgamation have expired. And being in Nigeria is not favoring us. We can't be in a place where humans, we want to develop. We love moving forward, not backward. So Nigeria is not favoring anybody. Those living in it is those that still want to be caged, those that still want to be slaves, those that don't want to see what the world have for them or what God have in stock for them. Being in Nigeria, you can't know what God, what God have for you in stock or what God wants you to be. You can't. Rather, when they find out that you are trying to, make it in life, they will cut your life short. Those that meant to protect you will cut your life short. So let them start with the kidnap of Nnamdi. They can let them start their investigation with the kidnap of Nnamdi. They can fish out those involved and those that went to Kenya to kidnap him. That is where they're supposed to start. And after that, and the release of Nnamdi, they will now fish out all those that have been killing innocent Biafrans, all those security agencies that have been burning down our people's houses in Biafra and killing our people. Hope Uzodinma, you heard your name is still there because you're still in office. Let's see how it goes. See the name of those mentioned. Nyesom Wike killed more than 2,500 Biafrans in Obibo to please the Fulanese, thinking that they will give him ticket to Asorok or keys to Asorok on a platter. Up to date, they are still playing with him. And I'm sure he's regretting his actions. He's regretting it. And he will keep regretting it the rest of his life. All of them mentioned. Dave Omai will allow Fulani terrorist headsmen storm into Ebonyi State at night and kill more than 150, 200 Ebonyans, and he will not do anything. He will not take any action. He will not even release any statement. As if our people's life doesn't matter. Let's see what ICC will do. And let's see how Elohim will finish his work. So that is it, my people. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. Still your one and only Ada Biafra. Thank you all.